Yesterday, I took a look at Corey Good's. I had done past projects on the Cosmic Disclosure series that Corey did with David Wilcock on Gaia. And it was all the way back to the very beginning of this. This has been going on and on and on and on and on, guys. It's the same story for millennia. Okay, this nutball syndicate that is constantly trying to gain control over everyone, over all of creation. And they have gotten in the modern iteration of this. And I'm just showing you. I posted that. I went and did the extended. I was like, let me listen to that whole thing. Because Corey says he's a vetted earth slave. And I was like, what was the forward speech there? I want to see if I can hear the whole thing. And I looked at it and I heard the entire thing where he starts talking about how he was abducted by naval contractors when he was 6 years old from his school. Now I keep saying Corey and David would really, if they will stop deceiving themselves in the public, it would be really good, because they are being manipulated by these people. They are surrounded by these disgusting psychopaths, okay, in this syndicate, and they are describing things. They're giving them these stories, but they're coded. So when they tell them it's a Draco reptilian control grid, that's the internet of everything, okay? ETs are a total psyop. They're running around telling people who try to be open-minded and good people and to do the right thing. They try to use that as a psyop against them, against their better nature. So they're exploiting people. So not only when you do that, you are like they're going around scamming everyone. So the people who really do need your charity, you don't know who they are because they're lost among all the wolves hiding, pretending to be sheep. Okay? This syndicate must be rounded up. They have taken enough humanity from this planet. Now, I don't see that post anywhere, but I posted it on my timeline yesterday night before I went to sleep. Okay? So, and I don't, we're now 2 days ago, and I don't see that. It was posted. I did post it also on Telegram. So let's go find it on Telegram. Where should it be on Telegram? So what it says, Corey and David, they're lying to themselves. They're surrounded by psychopathic liars. They're lying to the public with that ET psyop shit. But he's not lying about what happened to him, indicated via his reverse speech, being MK'd and used as a lab rat with microwave testing that's still going on today. That's what Bill Clinton apologized for. Cold War radiation. Okay, let me find it. Jeez. Experimentation. They are MKing our children. And so when people who look at Corey Goode don't look properly at his childhood, they're going to miss that. Okay? We're not missing the MK Ultra of our children, people. So I'm not going along with that shit. Not for 1 second. Okay, maybe I'm just not seeing it. It has in common with Michelle Obama. It has reverse speech in common with Michelle Obama. Did they? Surely not on both channels. That's not possible. Let me see. These are today. Okay. Here it is. Here it is, right here. So it was December 26th at 9:04 p.m. Let's go back to Facebook and see if Facebook is hiding that. So this is today. All right. Where is it? Facebook did not post that. I posted that last night. I don't have a notification from Facebook that it's been removed, but it damn sure is not here. And so I'm going to post this video along with that video. Unbelievable. One day ago, one day. I'm happy to see this one right here, this video that I posted. Okay, they're trying to like ruin everything. They want to take away your Christmas and everything that brings you joy. Okay, so I suggest everybody be fully joyful on all of our holidays and quit allowing nutballs in that syndicate to steal everything and your joy. It's like, they're like truly like the Grinch. Nope, I don't see it, but we'll go on to make sure. See, there's 2 days, so it was 1 day ago. All right, let's go, and I'm going to document my posting of this right here. So I'm going to copy it. I also put it on our blog. So it's on our blog, and it was on Facebook, and let's look at it here.
For me, it started at the age of 6 years old.
Okay. Wars urge this. Submit vetted earth slave. And now look at Michelle Obama's.
She reveals that it was with the help of infertility treatments. War had
them submit their slave groomers. Okay, so they need children to groom the slave population. The same slave population created by abducting Corey Good via a naval contractor. And I'll show you the video also connected to that, because that was a deposition. This all went through court. Corey's whole thing went through court, and he told people that it was all in his imagination. Well, they're testing that crap on him. So he's just, the stuff that he's describing, it's all coming from that technology. And I'm going to bet you that the 20 and back, that they said, okay, that is your intellectual property, there's a chance that actually came from an AI. Okay, because this is being tested. They're literally hooking people to, tethering them to the Internet of Everything via cloud computing, where AI and strangers can access you. This is coming through the military and through that syndicate worldwide, through the defense industry. My dad was in the defense industry, and he had all of the symptoms. He was murdered by this crap. My first husband, same deal. Okay, it is enough. It is enough. Start seeing through their bullshit and calling it out. Okay, so Michelle Obama and her husband right up in all of this. Okay, most are, that Congress, I'm telling you right now, loyal people, loyal to creation, loyal to God, you better round up that cult. Those people are in jobs. People know. All across the planet, they know. I thought it was very interesting that when I covered Evelyn de Rothschild's reverse speech on the Goldfish Report, he was dead 2 days later. So somebody's listening, even if it's only God. All up in that cult. And his reverse speech indicates that those people, anytime you try to negotiate with those people, what they are negotiating for, unbeknownst to you, is your surrender to their scum of a God, which appears to be, it's going to be an AI, is what it's going to be. Okay? God has eternity for us to get this right. But he's given us a language. He's given us all of these amazing gifts to use in service to him if we'll listen and be guided by what he's telling us to do. He's going to be the wind beneath our wings. But, if you sit on your ass in the midst of all of this, that's coming through very clearly in our record of consciousness, our record of creation, through our literal record of creation. That side that our body language, our dreams, our reverse speech comes through, it's coming through loud and clear. Okay? I just don't know, what else to say. But let's take a look at this. So, the Obamas had to get children together to continue on the legacy of grooming the slave population. That's you and me and Corey Good, who was taken at 6 years old by naval contractors to be tested with microwaves hitting him, according to his reverse speech. And that information, when it was released by another reverse speech person, totally missed the rest of the story of our children being abducted and MK'd, indicated by the continual information coming out on that side of us.
That's the leaf, Ruby. That's the leaf, Ruby.
Okay, now let's look at Corey's other reverse speech that I found. All right, right here. The forward speech. And the reversal was found at brought to Carsware. Carsware. Because when you flub your forward speech, usually there's information and an interesting reversal there. So when the forward speech is messed up and you trip over your words, sometimes there's an interesting reversal right there. So he flubbed his words right there. Brought to Carsware. Carsware. That's interesting. Carswell, where something happened. Okay, that's the forward speech. Brought to Carsware. And in his reverse speech, he says he was locked up.
Brought to Carsware Air Force Base, where we went through all sorts of experiments and training.
Let's get that full, because I don't think it...
I was brought into my lab programs when I was in elementary school. Brought to Carsware Air Force Base, where we went through all sorts of experiments and training. Girls locked out. Girls locked out. Girls locked out.
Okay, so connected to being brought to Carswell Air Force Base when he was in elementary school, Corey's RS indicates he was locked up. Okay, that's indicating MK Ultra. And now the opposing attorney's reverse speech is going to recognize what Corey is saying in his reverse speech, and he's going to recognize it, and he's going to say, oh yeah, that's the MK Ultra program with microwaves. They're using microwaves to MK those kids. Past, present. Are we going to let them do it in the future too? You know? So he says, yeah, that's the way, and those contractors are getting money from that. He also says flu honey. Flu can function in two ways there. So we're going to look at that.
Do you know who they were working for? The Navy.
Okay, so he's recognizing there. He's recognizing that what Corey's talking about is code for microwave connected to honey flowing, and likely the flu. These microwaves are used to create all kinds of things in the body, including flu-like symptoms. So you think those were you because it's coming through the cloud. Okay, there is a white paper that was done listing hundreds of conditions and illnesses being caused by a group that is attacking and killing people worldwide. And I have uncovered reverse speech that indicates we are in a giant, it describes it as a giant sacrificial feast. It's coming from that nutball syndicate. Okay, so it is time to wake up and smell the coffee, people. If you're Christians, how do Muslims feel about this? Because I'm telling you, how do Jews feel about this? Because that syndicate is attacking all of those religions, all of them, to collapse them down into one thing. And that one thing is going to be the religion that nutball cult practices. It's satanic. It's transhuman. Transhuman equals satanic. Okay? So I just want to say, if God sat down with you and you said, God, would it be all right with you if we take your creation and tether it and wirelessly chain it to a giant dead internet system of computers? Would that be all right with you? What do you think God would say about that? Okay, that is the task at hand for Christians, good people, Islam, Jews, all across the world, and their militaries. They're attacking our militaries, guys. This is a syndicate, and they are a minority. Okay, so I just don't know what, it's very, very clear. And it's very clear to me because I'm looking at the reverse speech all the time. Those drones in New Jersey are going to be connected to all of this. Okay, and I'm supposed to go on Luis's The Goldfish Report on Saturday. I'm going to look more at that issue and see what else comes out. But this will be connected to that because those drones, there are drones that are part of the infrastructure. You know, let's look at something else here. I want to show you something else. Okay, the lady who was, she was assaulted on that plane according to her reverse speech. Let's take a look. Okay, so this lady, oh my gosh, they just threw layers and layers and layers of bullshit onto that story. This lady right here. Okay, so let's take a look at that because she's being assaulted. Now look what I named this one. I hope this is coming.
Tiffany Fontenot here. What is reverse speech? God made our brain in two hemispheres, and he made our consciousness in two different directions. The forward direction is the free will direction where we can lie or tell the truth. But in reverse, that is an involuntary system, and we cannot lie from that side of our consciousness.
So
I'm telling you.
okay, so it's about sound. It's a sonar net. Okay, so this reason why she's having a shit fit is coming from being influenced by that technology. Specifically, she says drone net. She says, I feel it now. My torture training is coming through that drone net. So she was being, she likely has no earthly idea what happened on that plane. She just thinks it was her period or something. Guys, it's not showing up in her reverse speech that it was any such a thing. It shows up that it was part of this it was this
Stand
network.
up against the poison of white supremacy, as I did my inaugural address, to single out as the most dangerous terrorist threat to our homeland is white supremacy.
It's white supremacy. It's white supremacy. It's that syndicate. And they are every color of the rainbow. Okay, so and he says it in here. He says, my SIGINT sin is sonar. My signals intelligence sin is sonar. So it's not white supremacy. He's lying about that. It is this sonar net. Okay, and there's, right here, there's that sound wave sonar technology. Right there, he's playing a sound of hell. This is coming through my reverse speech. When I was talking about how they were weaponizing this, it says he's playing a sound of hell. Gray lies a sin. Gray indicates mind control. It's a sin, and they're playing this sound. It's not audible. I mean, you can I can hear it, but if you don't have a talent for hearing, if you don't have good hearing, it's a low hum. It's very, very high and it's very, very low. So it's not something that is easy to hear. It's coming through sort of, they call it silent sound. So you don't notice it when it's coming up on you. But it is a vibration, like when you're at a rock concert and you feel the bass from that bass guitar hitting your body. And those frequencies pulse the inside of your body. And they've made a giant network and internet out of it called the Internet of Everything. Goes from the Internet of Space Things all the way down to the Internet of Bio-Nano Things. Okay? They're doing this crap at a molecular level. And they haven't told you a thing about it. Okay? It is 3 things. It is a medical system. It is a punishment system. Okay, so if you don't, they're going to punish you. If you're a dissident against their ridiculous shit, you don't want transhumanism, you don't want Satanism, you want that crap gone, you're a dissident. They're going to punish you with that shit. And you paid for it. And it is a communication system. Okay, so let's hear that. Also, there's a hell satellite, which it can be talking about also. And it stands for something. Yeah, high energy laser satellite, which it may be referring to here also. So let's take a listen. Okay, that was the slowest part. Sound waves passing freely through the tissues, focused to pinpoint accuracy. Okay? Through the liquid in your body. Ultrasound.
This is how they're weaponizing it. Spang a sound of that word licensing.
Spang a sound of that word licensing. Spang a sound of that word licensing.
It's coming out all over through everybody. Everybody knows this on that side of who we are. It is the news, guys. If you'll stop listening to their propaganda and start listening to your reverse speech, that's where you need to get your news, because it's not going to be propaganda. And then you'll be able to look around and see what's aligning with it. You see?
Nanotechnology, the future of nanotechnology.
Right, let's take a look at her reversal. Yeah, fog for movie. Fog may be fog computing. In now, right here. Right here. She calls it out. Her torture training, seer training, is torture training. That's a metaphor that has come up in reverse speech now. They're torture training you.
And there's a reason why
Okay? Drones are part of the infrastructure you paid for to torture you on planes and everywhere else you go. It is a floating kill box, people. And you don't agree with these nutballs, it's coming after you too. This woman likely doesn't know anything about what happened to her on that plane.
Amy Holem is the owner of Amy's Audio Subliminal
I'm telling
Acoustic.
you, this is what happened to her according to what her reverse speech is indicating. Okay, and we know Stu Peters, he does have people on. Amy Holem was in the military, and she's talking about, here it is. Look at all that. That is a giant internet. Okay, you are tethered wirelessly to that AI global infrastructure. So I'm just saying, if Corey Good if he could report all of this stuff without selling you more transhumanism, then he'd be going up the right path, and stop pretending that this technology is positive. Okay. Is it positive if you have to be enslaved onto a giant control grid to use it? You cannot have that Star Trek technology without being wirelessly tethered to a giant control grid along with the rest of biology on the planet. So, go ask God, you people, all of you people, whether you are Christian or just a good person, Islam, Jewish, I don't care. These people are equal opportunity offenders. Okay? Transhumanism. Transhuman nutballs. Elon Musk is clearly one of them. His reverse speech is indicating he is straight up into that syndicate. Now, Donald Trump's reverse speech is indicating he does not want genocide, but I don't know if that's coming. It seems like it is coming from his conscious, level, because there are levels within reverse speech. You have stuff that comes through that you're not consciously aware of. Okay, so I cannot tell you with 100% certainty it's coming from that level, but I think it's conscious in his case. He's coming through as loving the United States, but he's also coming through as compromised. Ivanka's coming through as brainwashed, connected to what Jared Kushner's doing to her, connected to this tech and Cuba. Likely Havana syndrome is what it's referring to there. Guys, it's all lining up. All of it. So I'm going to try to, I guess I'm just going to straight up upload this, and we'll see if YouTube, ShitTube is going to take it down or not. They have taken down, I put up John Kerry's reverse speech that indicates he's a member of that syndicate, and that he is, it's a trafficking syndicate. It's a money from suffering, spreading misery syndicate of death merchants. And it's indicating that he's in it and that he is a child trafficker. So I post that, and then YouTube takes it down, saying I'm harassing John Kerry. So I'm harassing child traffickers by posting their reverse speech, indicating that they're child traffickers. Okay? I just don't know what else to say. Anyway, so I'm going to get busy now on the on New Jersey drones. I called that out 4 years ago in 2020, October 25th on Louisa's show. Okay? I told everybody. Connected to aerial phenomenon, there is a reversal saying scare New Jersey. Okay? That was the reversal. That was the precursor. We had to wait 4 years. That's why. Guys, if we all paid attention to this instead of their bullshit distractions, you would have known all of this 4 years ago, because everybody, they cannot operate when reverse speech is global. They can't operate because they have to have deception and they have to have secrecy. And this outs all of that. It is a check against all of that crap. Hear me? Please talk about this side of who we are and start getting it out. People are like, well, we don't have time to learn reverse speech. All you have is time. That's all you have. Every day, that's all you have. God has eternity for us to get this and get it right. Okay? I know it can be frustrating when you're just starting to learn something, but everybody needs to learn this to the capacity that they can and share it and talk about it. Stop doing the clickbait and start getting into your own, go within or you go without. What do you all think that means? It's just wearing me out. I've been tortured into literal disability by these people. They have murdered family members. And as somebody who's been targeted by them and being profited from by their tech experimentation, I am not unique. I'm not unique. And when it's your turn and they target you or somebody you love, it may already be too late. It is time to understand what this is and to start recognizing it and calling it out and getting our consciousness out there, our reverse speech consciousness. It is the record of creation, guys, past, present, and future. And it's all describing the same thing. They try to disguise it, and it just calls it right out. Those drones in New Jersey are part of this infrastructure that you paid for that will be torturing and enslaving you soon, as they have bio-digi enslaved all people they have targeted to start this testing on. Okay? They're trying to get to a point, according to the reverse speech, they're trying to get to a point. They're not going to tell you what they're doing. You have to stand up and say it. You speak or you will lose your voice forever. Okay? They're trying to bully you into submission. Not only are they doing that out in the open in hiding in plain sight fashion, but they're also doing it on the subconscious level. Do you guys know I'm finding, like the little kid on The Ghost Inside My Child that I looked at, who now he totally believes that he was a passenger on the Titanic, and all of the information that we get. It's either coming through an artificial computer system, internet, that can give true information, but it can also lie. But when we get it from our reverse speech consciousness, it can't lie. It's an involuntary system. So when I look and it talks about that child being bullied, okay, kids who are going through, they're going through the night terrors, same thing. They are literally being bullied in their sleep with this technology. Okay? So how hard would it be for me to, send this through subconsciously, through this tech over and over again, to get you to change your identity? That is MK Ultra. That's not a past life. Okay? Are there genuine past lives? I'm sure there are. I still have to look at all that. There might be, there might not be. I don't know. I have a big giant question mark there. But one thing is for sure. They are bullying children via this tech. Okay? And they did it to Corey Good. If Corey will pull his head out and start and reorient himself, he can start telling the truth fully 100% of the time. And David Wilcock too, because both of them are targeted by this shit. I don't know why you would want to, ETs are going to be a total psyop for all of this tech, just like it's mask upon mask upon mask. CCP in China, same thing. Elon Musk, he appears to be an Israeli asset working with China to enslave you in the United States. his reverse speech is coming up that he's using tools to help free the Stasi. Okay? Traitors in the United States are making money. Your tax money is going to them for torturing people like me who are telling you all of this. Okay? So I'm just saying, I'm going to be looking at more of this drone situation in New Jersey, but I called it out 4 years ago. So when Cliff High gets elevated for his computer algorithms and reverse speech gets sat upon, that is your true source. They are elevating the computer and sitting on your true source. They don't want you to know about your biofield. They don't want you to know about your reverse speech. Okay? I don't know what else to tell y'all. We got to stop being suckers. We got to stop enjoying the suck. They're literally harvesting our energy inside of our bodies. Wonder why you're tired all the time? Get your reverse speech done and see if they're sucking it. That comes through reverse speech all the time. Suck, 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 suck. From that syndicate. Global syndicate. Okay? And Bibi and his disgusting Chabad cult, that's coming through Nancy Pelosi's reverse speech. She's not allowed to talk about Chabad. Okay? That's one faction in this nutball syndicate. There are factions working together against free people that believe they are the chosen ones over everyone else. Now, I'm going to tell you something. I have that DNA likely. And they murdered my dad. So it really is not about any of that. Because they're going to kill whoever disagrees with them, these nutballs. Regardless of what your DNA is. Although they are eugenicists. And they pretend to be ethicists. Like James Giordano. I've just had it. Okay? My dad had that line likely. Okay? And my family came over from Russia in the 1900s. My grandma was one of the first two. My grandma and her sister were the first two in her family born in this country on my dad's side. They are likely going to be Ashkenazi Jews. And according to Zionist rules, if your mother is Jewish, then you're Jewish. So my dad was Jewish to these people, and they murdered him. Okay? It is a mafia. It is a mafia. Kay Griggs talked about it. In the 90s, she outed it. Stephen Greer is outing it, but he's getting reacquired back into the ET crap. Okay, when I look at my own reverse speech, it waves me completely away from ETs. And the same when I look at David Wilcox. Waves him completely off of ETs. It says it makes him vulnerable in some way and obsessed. That is that technology. These people, military nutball psyop people that learned that crap in the military, also contacted me that way. We're ETs. They were not ETs. This is 5th gen warfare. That is coming from this nutball network. You have traitors that belong to that network in this country or who have been blackmailed into it. The Stasi network, Stasi Global Network. It's time to start talking about it exactly as they're doing it. It's likely that the East German Stasi, that was a test so that they could expand it onto the entire world. They're using the same tactics, and they're employing a lot of them through the tech. Just the modern iteration of a very old fight. But it's time for good people to now wake up to what has been going on and to identify those people. Who is it that's trying to silence you? Because they're either ignorant or they're in that cult or making money off of that cult for silencing dissent. You watch and see if YouTube takes this video down. Okay? All right. I love y'all. I'm ready for this. I'm ready for humanity to wake up. I hope God wakes us up humanely and moves us back where we're supposed to be humanely. But it's like I'm also finding a fail-safe here. It's like you can do this much damage and then that's it. Okay, is that where God is going to come in and kill all of this technology one way or the other? You want to do it the easy way or the hard way? Okay? I'd rather do it from observation and do it the easy way and cooperate with each other to take that ridiculous network down and get back to where we're supposed to be. Okay, but it's going to be like a Jenga game because they have woven it into all of our systems, our financial system, our education system, all of it. Okay, it's time to, you guys get your Jenga game out. Okay, let's see. I know I have that somewhere. Where is that? Let me find it. Right here. Okay? Shit just got real, people. You are here. That is the Jenga game. We got to know what we're doing and recognize it. We have so much talent on this planet. We have so much talent on this planet. It's time to play that Jenga game like pros. And work together, good people all across the planet, to start dismantling what our money was used for to sabotage creation. Okay? That's the big secret that everybody's trying to hide from you until it's too late. Now, reverse speech says, we are in a cull, but they're not going to finish this sacrificial feast. Okay? So, how long is it going to take? How much damage is going to have to be done before we actually stand up and work together to get it taken down? They're attacking all of those religions. So if you're Muslim, they're attacking you. I have a video, a 16-minute video about that on our channel that you should go and look for. What did I title that? Let me find it.
Horrific constant test.
It's called, and that one's still up on YouTube. We'll see how long that stays up there. All right, it's called The Reverse Speech. Reverse Speech of Pelosi appears to connect re-electing Biden to diaspora in Zaire and connected reverse speech. That's on all our platforms, our channels. So it's on YouTube, Rumble, BitChute, Odyssey. I have trouble uploading to Odyssey now. So, and YouTube has stopped allowing anybody to mirror their videos from YouTube over to Odyssey. They don't want you to have a copy of them on YouTube, and when they take them down from YouTube, they don't want you to have a copy of them over that is mirrored over to Odyssey. That's how this Stasi network operates. They're like, nope, we don't want you to have. Now, if they could, they'd stop Rumble and BitChute from having those videos as well. They're trying to bully them into, if we take down that video, we want it taken down across the board. Okay? That's how these people operate. I'm just telling you. So it'll be a surprise to me if they don't take this video down. Okay? So, anyway, I love y'all, and I'm rooting for us, and I'm going to get busy doing some more reverse speech so I can find out more about what's going on with the Scare New Jersey thing, but understand that that is part of our infrastructure that you paid for that is now torturing Americans. It's torturing approximately 6 million people overtly across the planet, which is interesting because those are the same Holocaust numbers, and this is a silent Holocaust. Okay, love y'all. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.